we're going to talk about the goal for next year. Where do you want to go next? Where do you want to go from here? What is there? And as a trader, but even more important, as a person. So not only, in a trading context, but in general as a person. And let me explain. So when we talk about a goal as a trader, we actually need to talk about your dream as a person. There is a definitely significant difference between the two because, typically when people get into trading, they have a dream that they want to realize, and they just need simply money for it to be able to realize the dream. And trading stocks seems a great way to make money. Ideally, in a short time, that's what everyone wants. And to be able to get to the dream that you have. So it seems like a very easy to get there. And some might also see the idea of being a trader and trading maybe from a beautiful house on the beach somewhere in the Caribbean and sipping a cocktail and just, pushing buttons and making money very easily. And what their dream is actually, it's not so much being a trader, it's the lifestyle of the trader that's portrayed everywhere, right? It's something that you're imagining, this is how I would like to live, all that freedom and being relaxed and just making money easily. It is very rare that people will say, I want to become a trader just because I think I will love trading. I had no one, I heard never anyone saying that. I think I will love being a trader, because usually when you're getting into it, you have no idea what you're getting into. And if you do, sitting in front of multiple screens the whole day long and watching the price action is all I ever wanted, that's very rare that someone will say that. Because usually that's exactly not what people want when they get into trading. They want freedom. They don't want to sit in front of the computer staring at the charts, right? So now take a moment and think for yourself, ask yourself, what is your dream? Why do you trade, or why do you want to trade? And for some people, when they think deeper about it, they might discover that it is not really even about the money. Sometimes it could be a challenge. You want to challenge yourself, learning something new. And sometimes you want to be able to help others with the money that you will be making. Or other people could, want to prove something to themselves, that they are able to take the challenge, that they are able to overcome all the difficulties. But important thing is, what is it for you? What is it for you that you want to get out of trading? What is that you want to buy with that money that you want to get from trading? Think of something that even just the thought of it makes you really, really happy. Something that you really, truly want inside, and that will give you the motivation to move forward even when the things get difficult. What is it that you really want in your life? And now grab the pen and piece of paper, because we will go over the three main conditions for that dream, that thing that you want to come true. And we will define your dream together so you are all set for the next year. Okay? All right. So the first condition is you need to have a dream, right? If you don't have a dream, how can you achieve it? As I said, you need to be able to focus on something in order not to get distracted by everything. And if you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you get there? So in order to make this dream more clear to yourself, we will transform the dream into a goal using the SMART method. And some of you might have already done that if you are following the course. We have done something similar for your trading goal. So this will not be completely new to you. So write down your goal right now on the piece of paper you have that you want to achieve next year. Just write down one sentence, just how it comes to your head. Just write down one sentence. It could be something, that is related to what you want to be, that you want from trading, why you want to be a trader, or completely loose from it. Just a goal for 2021. And once you have written the sentence, we will go over it together and make sure that you have all the elements in there that will help you to bring that goal to life, okay? So let me know in comments when you are ready. We'll start with the first element that should be in your goal. Your goal has to be simple and specific. It has to be, it has to be something that you feel that you actually can achieve, right? It's very specific. You know exactly what it is, not some abstract context, just very simple thing. This is what I want. If let's say this is your trading goal, I want to make 4 out of 5 daily trades. I want to have 4 out of 5 green trades on a daily basis, or I want to achieve profit factor 2.5 over the next 6 months, right? Something very specific, something that you actually understand, that you kind of you can break down into steps and feel, okay, I feel this is specific, this is simple, I can do it. Add something to it that you will be able to measure. As I mentioned, for example, achieving the profit factor would be, it is a number. So you will know immediately whether you have achieved it or not, because if you have your trading stats, you'll be able to tell, yes, I'm there, or I'm not there yet. If this is something more abstract, give yourself some kind of type of measure that you will know when you are there. It could be even a feeling, that once I achieve that goal, every morning I will be waking up with a smile on my face, for example. Something that will help you to know that you actually achieved that goal. Even if it's not consistent, maybe you will be waking up 5 days a week with a smile on your face. Or you will have less stress and you will stop taking Xanax or your sleeping pills if you do. Like, let's say you're really very stressed and some people need some help with sleeping. Maybe that would be a measurable goal. I want to relax and be much more in tune with my intuition and really feel more, and whatever it is, make sure that you know what it is when you get there. Like, how does it feel? How does it look? How does the situation look? Then it has to be achievable. Let's say, if I write down the goal that I want to become a prima ballerina by the end of this year, it's probably not very likely that this is going to happen, right? Yes, I can dance, but prima ballerina is a little bit far-fetched, and I don't think that's very achievable. If you say, I have $4,000 on my trading account and I want to have $5 million by the end of the year, yeah, is this achievable? Probably not exactly, even if you are a great trader, just simply, by looking at the statistics and how much money you can make. Even if it's a compound interest, it's probably not very likely that you're going to make that. Make sure that it is achievable so that you will not feel intimidated by it, that this is something that you feel confident about. This is actually something I can do. Then we have realistic. So realistic, it's something, it's slightly different and achievable. It is really a question if that goal right now, if this is the right time for you in life. Let's say you want to, enjoy the world and travel the world, um, but you don't have the means for it now. Would that be a good goal right now? Would it be really realistic? How would that what consequences would that have, for example, for your trading? Like, would you have to live off your trading account? Would that be realistic? Or you say, I want to give up my job because I want to be a full-time trader. Yes, but is this really worthwhile right now to give up your job? Because how much stress and pressure you will put on yourself, and will this actually influence your trading in the right way? So think about the consequences of your goal. Is this really the right time to do it right now? Is it relevant? The reason why you do that is because if the consequences of actually achieving your goal might be against yourself, you might be sabotaging yourself, because on the subconscious level, those dilemmas will be playing and they will be sabotaging the execution of your goal. And the last one is the time frame. Hi, Monica. Nice to see you. The time frame. So you always have to give a time frame. And even if it's not going to happen exactly to the date that you set for yourself, you kind of plant it into the universe that this is the time frame I'm looking at. If you don't put the time frame, it's going to just go through your fingers, and you always have time to do it. So there will be no pressure. And I'm talking about the positive pressure, not that you have to like push yourself, but on a subconscious level, like there will be opportunities opening up. You will be in progress, because it's really about making those little steps. And when you have some kind of timeline set in the future, you will see that it will be easier for you to get there than if you just say one day. Usually those goals that are one day, they probably just stay in the idea of dreams and do not happen. It's the same as, my favorite quote. If you want to reach the stars, if you want to reach the moon, reach for the stars, shoot for the stars. So always try to go further than you actually want to get to. So if you give yourself a time frame, you might not exactly get, if it's a tight time frame, you might not exactly be ready then, but you definitely will be further than if you have no timeline at all. So that's your SMART goal. Now you have that. Now we'll talk about the other two conditions that are necessary for you to achieve your goal. And the second is decide that you are ready. Decide that you are ready for your dream. If you keep saying, yeah, I'm not ready yet, there are all those things that you still have to do before you start working on your dream. It's a dream killer. It's really, I'm not ready attitude. It's not going to bring you closer. And it's just really an excuse. Even if you hear yourself saying it only in your head, just start focusing on the activity versus the accomplishment. Don't look like, what do you have to accomplish? No, just see what are the actions. Start focusing on the actions. Let's say, I don't know, write down 10 actions that have to be done. And don't look like, oh my God, I have to do them all by this time. No, just start picking them one by one, and then at some point you will see they're all down, but at least you will be making progress. Usually when you focus on perfection and you're thinking, oh, there are all those things I need to do, it's really not about the perfection, it's about the progress. So just start doing instead of just thinking, and focus on what you can control. I know that if sometimes feel overwhelmed because there's so much that you need to learn and so much that you need to do to learn trading, and especially when you start learning, there's the amount of information and the amount of strategies and everything. It's really very overwhelming. So in order to actually be able to make a step and not to be paralyzed by being overwhelmed, just focus on what you can control. Just look as far as you can see. Say, this is where, this is where I feel comfortable. Start doing that. And then once you get over it, like you say, hey, now this is becoming my second nature. Once you get there, you will see further. Then you pick another chunk. So just make sure that you feel you are ready. Okay? And the last but not least, dream it to life. So act as if you were already there. And you might have heard a lot about affirmations and the secret and all the books, and maybe you think it's all abracadabra, but when you start feeling something that you actually are aspiring, so little steps. Let's say you want to be a trader, right? Start talking to people as if you are already. Because if you are trading stocks, in principle, you are a trader. Trader is, does a lot of things. So if you are in that domain, you're a trader. Are you a successful trader yet? Maybe not, but you can start coming into that role, because we all filling in some roles. And when you are, working, for example, in a corporate life, it's easier to call yourself something just because you are, you're getting the title, you're getting paid for it. And it feels like, okay, I am the manager, I am, I don't know, an accountant, and it's much easier to take it on. But then with trading, just do the same thing. It will give you a lot of confidence and a lot of feeling of, okay, I'm actually already working on my dream. And that goes back to the first letter of SMART: simple and specific. So when you have written your dream, go back and see whether you have written I will or I want in your goal. And if you did, just change that as if it was already now. So for example, instead of I will, write I am or I have. Write in the present tense. Whatever you have there, just change that to the present tense and feel how that feels for you, how more real it becomes. And make it as tangible for you as possible. If your goal, for example, is to bring consistent profit by trading by mid next year, to be able to start your own company, your goal would be, I have enough trading profit from the first 6 months of the year, and I start my own company in June 2021. That sounds so much better than saying, if I have enough money, I will start my own company, because it still almost feels like you're actually hesitating about it, whether you will be able to do it. Of course, we don't know. If we set our goals, we don't know if for sure if we'll be able to do it. I mean, last year we didn't know for sure how this year will look like. So, but the intention, set the intention in the universe, and then watch how the universe is supporting you to achieve that goal. And try to imagine in your head how it would look, how it would feel for you to actually achieve that goal. The reason for doing this is to bring the focus on your thoughts, on what you want. Because when you focus on something, you automatically will be filtering just to see the opportunities that are in one path with your goal. And things around you will just suddenly, opportunity windows will start popping open. And that is just simply because how our brain works. We have a lot of different filters that are filtering all the information that are coming into our heads, and we have to filter them. So your focus, see it as a kind of a filter, because whatever you focus on, focus is energy. And where the energy flows, it simply grows. And we want to grow. And we want our goal to become something big in our life. So focus on what you want and just see the opportunity. In the meantime, I'll tell you how I plan to support you in your trading goals next year. Since only 1 in 10 traders succeed to make trading profitable and consistent source of income, learning trading the right way is key. And what I mean with this is that if you know what makes the true difference, you need to put your focus on that, right? So if you know that something moves the needle, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to touch first, right? Not everything around it in terms of how you learn trading. Um, Even if everyone else is doing the same way, because that's the whole point. Most of them do not succeed. It's only 1 in 10. Trading profitable is not difficult because it's so complicated. You definitely can learn it. It is because the success in trading is mostly challenging on the mindset side of it, not technical. But most of the traders start learning the technical side and then struggle for years to become consistent, and they lose money on the way and then finally give up. The other 1% is actually able to handle the mental side of the trading well. That's why, for example, a lot of military people go to trading and they're actually successful because they have the discipline, they have their very strong mental side. So why would you not learn how to handle the mental side first and make sure that you give yourself a fair chance to succeed, right? So here is what I planned for you for next year. Starting January, all my content will be placed on a new online platform that you can sign up for free and you can make use of it. There will be content that I have released so far, but I also will be adding more on a regular basis to support you all. If you would like to have a free account in that platform, just comment sign up below and I will get you all set up. Comment, sign up, and I will get you a free account in that platform so you will have access to all the trainings. Our weekly webinars, just like that one, will be now more interactive because I really don't like those delays in our conversations. We will be able to actually meet and talk online to make sure that I can answer all your questions and that we can have a conversation, which I think it will be much better for your development. And you will be able to sign up to those events and they will be taking place on Zoom. Okay, what else? My coaching program, as some of you already know it, Finding Your Trading Niche, gets a revamp. So during this year, I have been receiving many questions from you on various topics, some not even directly related to trading mindset, but definitely very important for every trader. So in the new program, starting January, and I have been working for the past months very hard to make sure that I have encompassed all the questions and all your needs. And we will have new content that will answer many of those questions. And if you will be coming with new, this content will be getting refreshed. So for those of you who went through the program this year, extra bonus, you will have access to all this new content. And that's, one of the perks of working with me. We get in contact and we always together. So let me tell you a little bit more about the new program and what you can expect. The program is also getting a new name. It's called the Confident Trader, because that's what you actually want to be, right? And it is focused on getting your mindset in the right place right from the start so you can trade with confidence and consistent profit. So we look at how your beliefs can be driving force and influence your trading results. We also work together on defining your high performance zone, which I also call trading niche. And we'll match it with a trading strategy that suits you and your personality. We dive deep into each aspect of your mindset. It is a very intense course, and you have to be ready. You have to make sure that you think you are ready for it, because we will cover everything that is needed for you to succeed. We'll also work on your trading plan in detail. So to ensure that the money that you're investing and your effort and time, that they will pay back. We don't want you just to lose money just because the other 90% of people who are attempting trading do. So we will walk through the plan of every step of it in great detail. This will become your working document, not just something you put, in a drawer and forget it. It will give you clarity how you're going to implement your strategy. So we'll chunk that, into small steps so that you understand where you are going and how you're going to multiply your capital. This whole process takes 8 weeks where you work on your homework assignment, and we meet every week for a live coaching session. And during this entire process, I'm always available to you if you have any questions or concerns. A little disclaimer, yes, I do sleep sometimes. So then I'm not available, but surely quite accessible. So what do you get? You get 8 weeks live coaching. You will get feedback from me on your homework assignments, which of course will speed up your learning and make your learning most effective. We also meet every week for a live coaching session when we go over a new material for each week. And the coaching sessions are recorded, so you can review them at any time that you want. And all content is, of course, digital, how otherwise these days, and accessible to you anytime during and also after the course. You will have access to it. During the entire process, I am available to you, as I mentioned, if you have any questions or concerns. And at the end of the 8 weeks, you have 2 weeks to complete your graduation. So this is a complimentary session where you're preparing your game plan and we meet together for a live trading session that you lead, and we are bringing your plan to life. If you are in a one-on-one coaching program, you can schedule and reschedule your sessions yourself, so you have that flexibility, of course, within the window of the duration of the program. And if you cannot attend a week or so, it's no problem. We always find a solution. If you are in a group setting, you can send in your questions before the session, and then we will take them into the session to make sure that they get answered, and then you can rewatch the recording afterwards. And as a bonus, you will have access. If you attend your coaching program, you will have access to the next group program so that you can go over the material again. And if we need to learn again and learn from others, it has proven to be very helpful for many students so far, because learning over and over, like repeating the same material, and hearing others people's perspective, it's always really very helpful. I am very excited to be able to roll all this out and hopefully help you guys even further, making myself even, being able to offer you more content and more tailor-made. So I love hearing your feedback on the questions you have, and things you don't understand, or things you would like to have, like, for example, sometimes people ask me about taxes or trading platforms or all kinds of different stuff, something that, when you're just starting, you just simply don't know, and you learn along the way, but it is at least good to have some kind of roadmap. So I'm hoping to be able to provide all this to you next year, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. So I hope you have wonderful holidays and enjoy time, whether with your family or without your family. Just enjoy the time off, and you know the new year is starting with a new fresh energy. Do what you have to do to relax, to rejuvenate, get new energy, get excited about the new year and new goals you have, because it's going to be a successful year, especially if you have the goal you in mind that you want to achieve and you focus on it. I have no doubt in my mind that you are going to achieve it. So I'm going to finish with this. Thank you so much. And let me know in comments if there's anything else that you would like to know. And let's be in touch. Have a great holidays and Happy New Year. We will see each other in January. Okay, bye.